Okay, so we're going to be discussing the pop genre. I just want to find out your opinion considering the genre within music promotion and that you're all my target demographic. So first question, what kind of things would you expect to see in a pop music video?
I think typical music conventions for pop videos in the mise en scène is like very bright, colourful objects that are, I don't know, like you could literally have anything like sofas and chairs and things that they're going to use to sit on. It's really bright.
The set is very vibrant.
Very quirky. And yeah, definitely lots of quirky random objects that you're a bit like, whoa. That could be like household objects, like literally like a lampshade that's now.
So maybe like the props are a bit
Something crazy.
exaggerated.
Yeah. And especially the sort of like the weather and stuff. It's all like very like American fantasy dream, like, oh yeah, parties everywhere. Literally like, it's all like a party like lifestyle. And there's always like a pool like in like appearances.
Yeah, they can be like seen as glamorous as well, can't they?
Mm.
Yeah.
What pop music videos have you seen that have really stood out to you and why?
I feel like Perfect Strangers has really stood out to me just because I like the location. It's set in on holiday and it's glamorous and it's really it's like an attractive video because it shows culture and it's quite vibrant and it's really fun with all the dancing, so it's got a narrative and a performance base.
Yeah.
I really like Bang Bang. Bang Bang shows women as being more empowered rather than just purely sexualised. And their costumes are really vibrant, it makes the video look really attractive.
And in that sort of time, they were all three really strong women shown in the media as well, so they worked together well in the song.
I think that a more current music video that's literally just come out is Taylor Swift's Look What You Made Me Do. That video is made everyone go crazy because it's so intense. She's definitely thought about her scenes and sort of like a storyline to it. Like she has a narrative to it, which is what makes it so interesting to watch because it's like, oh, what's going to happen next? What's happening next? Whereas you get some music videos that aren't narrative based, they're a bit random, and I don't personally think they're as popular as story based ones because that's what keeps people watching to the end, gives a meaning behind the music video.
Okay. What particular locations and props would you expect to see in a pop music video?
If we're going back to like the idea that there's pool scenes in like all the like American style party music videos, then I guess you'd see like giant inflatable fruits because it's sort of iconic to that scene. Red cups.
Red cups, yeah.
Big houses as well.
Bikinis.
Fancy cars.
Oh yeah, expensive cars, yeah, definitely. It's got everything has to look expensive or branded. They might do some like cross promotion with a product, like there might be like Coke bottles in the video or whatever.
What are your opinions on the roles of women and their representation in music promotion?
I feel like they're quite sexualised. Laura Mulvey's theory of the male gaze is quite present in many modern music videos.
Yeah.
I feel like they're seen in quite little clothing, such as like bikinis, for example, or just like bralettes or something, or bodysuits.
And what effect do you think that has on like the younger audiences that mostly watch the pop music videos?
I feel like it inspires some people in a way, but you kind of do look at it and think it's a bit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Bit
like,
too
It's
much.
sort of be leading the young audience in the wrong direction. Like they think
Yeah.
if they start off and that's the first thing they see, they might follow that for like the rest of their lives.
Yeah.
I feel like we in like society now, like at our time that we are in social media, everyone's like, oh yeah, it's changing, women and men are more equal, there's such thing as the female gaze as well, women like to look as well for like not sexual appeal but like the idea of like body image and like your dream to like look like that. So it's not just about men, and everyone's like, oh yeah, there's some like music videos that are like pro women, like in society, like everyone's saying that yeah, we're changing, but we're not. Like even in music videos that are all like pro strong women, like Beyonce's video, everyone looks at her as like the like queen of like
Queen.
women, like she represents women, but even like still she's got like sexually exploited in like photo shoots and magazines, and she still wears revealing clothes, and it's all like, oh, that's just for so they can sell to men as well, and it's like for male attention. But and then people contradict it by saying, oh, but women like to look too, which is like true, like because women like to sort of aspire to be like that. But then that's bad, because that's making us think women want to be like that because that's how women are presented in the media, as sexually exploited, because that's what men want. So
Yeah, I do agree with that, but I think instead of fixing the problem, they've sort of changed like the direction of the focus when women wear like not many clothes in music videos. So they sort of still, like in Beyonce's Formation, they'll still wear minimal clothing, but they'll say it's because they feel powerful instead of to feel sexual, just to sort of like maybe cover up the problem.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a music video, and I just want to see what opinions you'll have of it.
Oh, a new Disney Channel.
Even that shows that like the audience for Black Magic video is kids.
Disney Channel.
You watched the music video. I want you to tell me your opinions on it, what you thought were the main themes happening, what really stood out to you.
Well, I didn't think it had the best message behind it, because it's teaching kids to change in order to appeal to a guy they like, rather than just to be themselves.
yeah, I agree. It was also like turning girls against girls just to win the guy's heart, which I thought was actually pretty stupid. They should be more like team girl power, like, because that's what they had as their group, but then it was a bit like a sort of bullying sesh, like girls against girls. Just
It's
for
kind of
one
an
guy.
opposing message.
Yeah,
A bit immature.
and that guy was so like passive, like he literally had
Yeah.
nothing to do with the video, and it was just all action from the girls.
So yeah, trying to like empower women, but it's not really working because they're kind of going against it.
They're like trying
Yeah.
to force like that man's love to make them more like
Yeah.
attractive. Like I just think
It's like
that's
they
not
were
really
in
what
school,
happens in
but
life.
then the main focus in school was boys'
to
attention.
try and get their attention when
which it
actually
shouldn't
they're
be
to learn.
And
It's
what
about
do you-
education.
What do you think, considering their main demographic and their target audience, how do you think that will affect them?
The target audience is going to be younger. They're going to be really interested
Yeah.
in following the message that they're showing in that music video. So they'll be sort of changing to get guys they like in school to
Yeah.
notice them, instead of focusing on what actually is important, which is the education.
Some younger children, like really young, may actually inspire to the magic that they did in that video and think like that can actually happen in real life, and will aspire to them for that purpose.
Mm.
And it's quite catchy as well, so it's a very dancey song, so it will
Yeah.
be played quite a lot.
I mean, it's controversial in a way, because it's more the girls putting in effort to get the guy, but they're just not going in the right way about it. Like, the dude is portrayed as like badass, like, oh, I'm too good for everyone, I've got the hottest girl sort of thing, and he's got like a black like leather jacket on, and he's just like looks quite old for his age, and it's sort of like the bad boy. He's got like a bad boy persona, and that's sort of saying that that's what every single girl wants. So they're like saying that because there's only like one of him in the school, they have to put in the effort to go get him. So it's sort of like in a way kind of good that it's like you can't expect guys to sort of come up to you, and like you've got to make the effort kind of way, but it's just not the right way to go about it, to go and make the effort.
In what ways did you recognise their younger target audience? What made you realise it was targeted?
The school location.
Yeah,
Mature
like
school, like
yeah, the
young
acting was
age.
quite exaggerated, and it was quite
Like really well performed.
well. Little Mix are really well known for a younger demographic anyway.
I think that their costumes as well portrayed them to be younger, because it was very like accessories, like headbands, geek glasses, like
Yeah.
very like geek chic younger kids, like it was all like sort of covered up.
Lovely, thank you.